Hey there, sheepdoggers, and welcome to a update video on the channel Blood Bowl. Not the channel Blood Bowl, the channel and slash comma Blood Bowl. So, you guys may have noticed I haven't been doing as much content for Blood Bowl. And you may have noticed, especially recently, is I've been favouring other things other than Blood Bowl, basically. And I'm sure there are some of you, although no one has said anything in the comments yet, which I find really surprising. Although possibly it's off-putting, because it would mean that no one who watches my Blood Bowl watches anything else of mine, so therefore they can't comment on my videos and complain that they're not getting their Blood Bowl fix. However, regardless... Fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to show you this game. It's the Two Skull Rollers. It was a Twitch team I was, playing because people wanted to see Orcs, basically. And yeah, I figured why not? Like play as the Two Skull. Show a video of Orcs versus High Elves, because we don't often get High Elves in our videos. It's pretty much Chaos, Orcs, an occasional Dwarf, and then a few Elves scattered here and there. Doesn't matter too much who we play against. I'll be invariably losing regardless. So, so yeah, basically, I aim to fix that for you guys because obviously I want to give you guys the content you desire as much as I can within the context of being able to get it done. And I've been very busy at the moment because... Oh look, it's a KO on the first attack of the game. Lovely. So obviously I've been trying to bring you the content I can, but I've been so busy because I've been working on this new project for Twitch and YouTube, which is basically a pen and paper RPG, tabletop type RPG, which is called Rogue Trader, which is set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. I'm going to be GMing it, and it's going to be with Doc and Pi and Cubal and Tim and just people you will probably have seen before on my channel. So I've been trying to organize it, but we're also using something called Map Tools, which is complicated to get used to if you've never used it. And basically it's been taking up my time. I've been trying to learn it. I've been trying to get out other content as well, new games. I'm still a variety channel. As much as you guys may love Blood Bowl 2, for example, or anything else, I'm still a variety channel, and my enjoyment comes from playing lots of different games. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. But yeah, basically my thought is, what I will be doing now is most likely I'll be doing the YouTube series, the teams like the Skitters and More Than the Bash, I'll be taking them to Twitch. I will be streaming them live on Twitch on a regular basis, hopefully at least. And then I can record the sessions. So I won't actually be recording the live stream. I'll record the game afterwards and give you post-match commentary. I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's going to be a kind of it's going to be a testing as it goes type of thing. But the intention is that I won't be concentrating on tactics or anything like that. So, I'll stream it and I'll play it and I'll probably still lose and be terrible and crap because, that's what I am at Blood Bowl. Regardless, I'll get into that in a second, but regardless, like, I'm, have a high tendency of getting my butt kicked on Blood Bowl. But yeah, it's one of those things, like, it takes a long time to do Blood Bowl content. It takes up a lot of my day. And along with live streaming, trying to grow my Twitch channel, trying to grow my YouTube, trying to get new games out, finding new games I really enjoy, You know, I don't want Blood Bowl to fall by the wayside, but at the same time, I need to carry on with everything else. So hopefully this will be a nice medium for us. It's the same, it's the same turn. Two double skulls. Yeah. Anyway, regardless. So yeah, the intent really is to just manage to get you guys Blood Bowl content more often, if we can, if I can. So hopefully this will be okay with you guys, and basically, you know, it's one of those things I really don't feel is avoidable. You know, I could carry on recording Blood Bowl 2 sessions, but at the end of the day, I could go on, you know, kind of recording them when I'm not streaming and that, but at the end of the day, it's just not really working, to be honest. You know, obviously, when I get busy with other things, Blood Bowl 2 is one of the ones where I'm just like, it can be difficult to record them, so it's better to not, basically. You know, there are other videos that I need to get done. There are other games that I need to cover. I've been sent a lot of keys for games from devs who would like to see me. Can we just? No, I won't. You'll have seen that, right? Like, I got in the last turn, I got double skull once, re-rolled it, double skull twice. In this one, I got skull both down, re-rolled it, and then I got double skull again. Just saying. Jesus fuck. I can imagine I was raging. I think this is the one I actually have. Maybe I have a highlight of it, and it's titled like Sheepdog Goes Insane. It's on my Twitch, and I think this was the match where I actually went insane, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm drinking, and I like halfway through the match I just went and got a whole load of beer, and then just let it happen. Which was actually quite funny, and leads to a funny story. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it, guys. Like, we'll go through this match, and I'll talk about Blood Bowl and, you know, the channel, and we'll just have a little chat basically while you see this match go on. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, if you want to catch it live instead of with commentary afterwards, then just pop on over to my Twitch channel. It's in the description down there, along with my Twitter and Facebook as well. And just, you know, follow me. Oh, actually, if you follow me on Twitter or the Steam group, if you want to catch my streams, because of my sleeping schedule being so messy, because that's my life, if you want to catch the streams, then a great way to do it is to be following me on Twitter and on the Steam group, because I always post announcements up there when I go live on Twitch. And yeah, so I know a lot of people have trouble catching my streams. They're always like, dude, I didn't get the email, or they'll turn up like 2 hours late and be like, oh my god, you're streaming all this time, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, well, I did, you know, just you weren't on Twitter or Steam, I guess. But yeah, if you follow me on my Twitch channel, that's where Blood Bowl will be more prevalent. Obviously, I'll still record it because I'd like to bring you this kind of quality. However, it will be more likely, you know, kind of like this, me talking while the game goes on, which maybe people will prefer, possibly, because I won't be as salty about it. I'll already have been salty, and, like, you know, my brain will have imploded on the Twitch stream, so it may actually go better. Who knows? We'll find out. I think it's worth the attempt, at least. So yeah, that's the long and the short of it. Basically, is I'm going to be switching the style a little bit. So if you're wanting to catch that live, there you go. If not, then it will still be coming out on YouTube as much as I can manage it. So you know, have a little patience, guys, and it will be hopefully turning up soon. So yeah, anyway, this game, I guess I won't spoil it. I don't think it probably matters, but I'm sure there are some people who are like, no, I want to watch the game and see how it turns out. If the indication of the last couple of turns while I was yammering on wasn't conclusive enough, I can tell you it didn't. It wasn't the best for me, and also the mention of a video called, a highlight called Sheepdog Goes Insane as well. But yeah, I do really enjoy Blood Bowl, and there's something very funny. I have to say, like, it's very funny to me that people, you know, on my tutorial videos especially, they're going like, oh my god, like, you know, you helped me so much, like, you know, I just started playing and I was losing every single game, and then I watch these videos and suddenly I'm winning now and I'm doing well, thank you so much. And I'm like, oh, cheers. And, you know, people were like, oh my god, you're good at this game, like, you're unlucky, but you're good at this game. And I'm like, I've never really been praised for being good at games before. It's a little bizarre for me to have people going like, oh, you're good at games, and, you know, that kind of thing. So I think I let that get to my head a little bit, which meant that when I was playing my Blood Bowl 2 games, you know, I was very conscious of the fact that people had at least partially high opinion, not even high opinion, but just considered me to be fairly good at the game. So when I started, you know, having games where I was just getting ridiculously fucking destroyed, I'd get upset. I'd get a little bit upset and salty and angry and shit, and just be like, for fuck's sake, man, you know. And yeah, and what kind of brought me to this, not really brought me to this realization, but the thing that kind of highlighted it, or was I got sent a link by a friend who plays a lot of Games Workshop games, especially, like, you know, loves Blood Bowl and all that. And they, you know, they're a lot better than me anyway at Blood Bowl and any kind of Games Workshop game. And they were like, check out this link, and it was a request for good Blood Bowl 2 live streamers. And my name came up a couple of times, and this one dude on the thread was like, oh, don't watch Sheepdog, he's shit. Like, he makes too many rolls, and then he gets he gets angry because he gets unlucky rolls, but he makes so many rolls, of course his rolls are going to be unlucky. And, you know, kind of etc, etc. I was like, wow, okay, this guy's been fairly harsh for someone I don't know. And then he said, like, besides, he's drunk 90% of the time anyway, so his content isn't any good. And I was like, okay, that's unfair. Clearly he's watched one of my live streams where I probably this one here, where I got drunk because I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk, and we all had a good laugh at how terrible I was doing. And been like, wow, this guy's shit. So yeah, I was just, oh, that's a little unfair, really, but okay, fair enough. He may as well re-roll there because he's got two turns left. It was a fail, but you know, it would have ended that turn, and then he'd have two re-rolls on the last turn, which he can't use both of. So there's the logic there. But yeah, I was just like, wow, that's kind of harsh. So I decided to take a just kind of chill from the whole Blood Bowl and everything kind of situation. Like, look at it and go, you got your start on YouTube by being silly and shit at games. Like, you know, one of the commands on my Twitch channel is, you know, don't help Sheepdog. We enjoy watching him fail. And that's because, you know, people would come in and go like, oh, if you want to do better at this game, do this, this, and this. And people would be like, no, don't tell him. You know, this is funny. This is entertaining. Him being an idiot and, like, being all crap and stuff. And, you know, people enjoyed it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just embrace it again. You know, I've always embraced the fact that I'm not particularly good at games. I make stupid mistakes, and obviously it pisses some people off. You know, like I can watch a game of someone who hasn't played. I can watch a game of someone who hasn't played Blood Bowl. Armor 3 before, and you know they're kind of muddling through it a little bit, and I'll be like, man, this is actually a little bit annoying watching these people be really crap at this game. So I understand that, but you know, for the most part, I find the entertainment in people being bad at games, and I feel like people probably tend to find the entertainment in me being crap at games. So I decided to embrace it again and just be like, well, there you go. You know, it is how it is. So yeah, look for me to be unconcerned about losing in Blood Bowl matches again, and you know, I may get a little bit salty during a stream, but I feel like people kind of. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna play up for the camera and be like, oh my god. I'm just gonna be like, if I fail, I'll be like, wow, more skulls. Love it so much. Love rolling those 1 on elves. What was the chance of that pass being caught? No idea. Probably fairly low. But you know. It's just how it is. Like, you know, sometimes you're unlucky, sometimes you're lucky, and I'm not more unlucky or less unlucky than other players, and I will put my hand fully up to that. All I feel is that when it comes to crunch times, when it comes to the really important plays, I'm the guy that rolls double ones with a reroll on a going for it on the last turn, trying to get a touchdown to win the game. And we've seen that happen. And that's what I mean, is in those important throws, in those important catches, and kind of important going for it, I will, on a fairly regular basis, roll double ones. You know, so like, it's not even I'm not even denying that I'm not particularly amazing at Blood Bowl. I'm not. You know, I'm okay, I guess. Tactically I know what I'm doing, but realistically I tend to mess up and make misplays and be stupid. You know, it's not a Blood Bowl game with me if I don't make misplays. So, you know, there you go. So yeah. That's basically it, really. Like, I decided that I'm just gonna go back to enjoying Blood Bowl and not care about losing as much. You know, I'll still try, but I won't kind of, you know, I won't try hard, you know, in the sense of like, let's try and give people a game they'll enjoy because I'm doing well and winning. Because, you know, like, a good example, I think, is, for example, someone like Northern Lion, who's really good at Binding of Isaac, you know, like, regardless of people's opinions on exactly that kind of thing, you know, he's good at the Binding of Isaac, he doesn't take much damage, and he gets through it, he can figure out how to, you know, get all of the secret-y type stuff and everything, and that's why people watch him. You know, it's like that's why people watch. I see. I don't watch things like Minecraft and Call of Duty, but I'm sure there are really good players on that. It's why the top Smite streamers and I imagine YouTubers are people who are really good at it, because people want to see people doing well so they can learn from them, and you know, it's enjoyable for them in that situation. For me, you know, I'm not good at Blood Bowl. I'm not good at games in general, but I'm not good at Blood Bowl. You know, I'm here for kind of chill entertainment, and I feel like because of the success of my tutorial videos on YouTube with my Blood Bowl videos, I feel like I forgot that, and I was focused on trying to give you guys games where you could learn, and that kind of changed things slightly, I guess, and changed how I was recording and playing these videos. So yeah, there you go. That's the chat. That's the kind of update out of the way. I will be live streaming on Twitch. I will record the highlight, you know, like this kind of thing where you're just watching a replay. I'll be recording the replays and commenting over them. You know, I'll probably still talk about why I did what and tactics and things like that. But it's more just for your guys' entertainment, and if you learn something, great. And obviously, you know, I'm considering the fact that maybe 4 teams is too much. I may go back down to 3. We could make a little fun game out of it where I do a kind of knockout video, and the team which video gets the least views or the least likes or the least comments or whatever, we'll figure it out. The team that gets the least will be kind of retired from YouTube for now. I imagine it will probably be Ignorance is Bliss, because I know for a fact the Skitters and More Than the Bash are very popular, and who doesn't love Surf and Turf? Surf and Turf are hilarious, just for kind of comedy's sake, comedy value. So yeah, you know, we'll figure it all out as it goes along. But I just wanted to give you guys kind of like a general heads up, and you know, there may still be a little dry content when it comes to Blood Bowl 2 for a while, because there are a lot of games coming out, a lot of interesting games, and as I said, a lot of devs are sending me game keys, and they seem to be very, very interesting games for the most part. So I'll be hopefully playing them and showing you some new stuff. And also, the new Warhammer 40k game, Eternal Crusade, is awesome. I've got a video on it. Check it out. I massively suggest that. I'll be doing more videos on that as well. And yeah. I didn't have a plan of what to talk for the rest of the game, so we'll just improvise and just kind of have a little chat and that. I did. I was live streaming the Eternal Crusade actually, and I popped into the stream for the Sage BB. The Sage BB I believe is his name. A really cool guy. He was really friendly when I kind of popped in and hosted him, and we said maybe we should play a game sometime, which I'd kind of love actually, because he seems to be a really good player. Maybe I can get really lucky and beat him, and then I'll be like, actually guys, check it out, see how good I am, right? Damn you naysayers, kind of. No, but but yeah, basically I popped into his stream and I was like, he seems like a cool guy. And the reason I checked him out was, you remember I was talking about that link earlier my friend sent me, where they were like, check out this dude who's like fucking hates you. It was actually the Sage who put a reply down to that guy saying he's drunk 90% of the time. And the Sage was like, well, he seems to be doing okay on Twitch, so it must be a really fun drunk. And I was like, oh, that guy seems really sweet, you know, like a really nice guy. So I was like, fuck it, I'll check him out. So I chucked him a follow on Twitch, and you know, I was waiting till he was live when I was just coming off a game. Luckily enough, it happened today, and yeah, I jumped in and said hey, and it was really nice to because like the thing is I see a lot of fairly large names, you know, Krendor, Strippin, and a few others like playing Blood Bowl. Well, they played Blood Bowl 2 a lot, and then there's Machatia, who's one of these are all people named after yeah. Niggling injury. I think the other option was death, I believe. So there goes my apothecary. But, you know, they're orcs. I mean, I've only got one injury, so... and I've had a couple of KOs, but they're back up now, so it's not too bad. And yeah, so and Knorr as well. You know, Knorr is a big Blood Bowl name, and he's very. I see him streaming, and damn, does he get a lot of people in his stream, like especially kind of compared to a lot of other streamers. And yeah, you know, I see all these guys, but I'm not good at interacting. You know, I'm not good at like making the first move and being, you know, like being all seductive and being like, hey, how'd you like to play some games with me and that? You know, because I don't consider myself to be important in any way in the online community or whatever. So I'm always just like, well, you know, I'd love it if one of them messaged me, you know, like, and be like, hey, you're a Blood Bowl content creator, right? Why don't you come and join us? But it's not the kind of thing that tends to happen. You know, I wouldn't expect fucking an invitation by Toe Biscuit or Krendor or anyone to go like, hey, how about you come and join us? Because, you know, I don't know, it's not the kind of thing I just expect to happen. So, yeah. See that? Block, mighty blow tackle. Yeah, he's dead, because I already used my apothecary. Bye-bye, Bloodmorn. Ah, poor Blood. Yeah, this is definitely the one I got drunk, because at this point I was like flailing my arms about, can you believe this shit, kind of stuff. And everyone was laughing at me, so. Jesus. But yeah, you know, I was just in the Sage's Twitch. I kind of hosted him and said hey, and he said thanks for the host. And obviously I had to go off and record stuff and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go, dude. But you know, if you ever want a game, just let me know. And he was like, yeah, totally, man. Let's, you know, we should have a joint stream and do some friendly matches and stuff. And I was like, I was like, okay, wow, that's really cool. Like, you know, it's just not the kind of thing I expect from people. It's just kind of like a friendly kind of like, oh yeah, let's play a game sometime. And he seemed really enthusiastic for it. So it's just like, okay, cool, that sounds great. And like, you know, a little bit nonplussed. Don't make dodges like that, dude. Not after fucking killing one of my guys, Jesus. So yeah, I was just like, oh, that's really nice. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to record some to stream and record some games. You know, I can put them up on here. It'd be nice to play with some other you know, with some other streamers and that. So I may try and reach the hand of friendship out to some streamers and that. You know, obviously still I'm a little intimidated by any big names, so I probably won't be like, hey, you know, Toe Biscuit, do you want to play some games for me? Because I imagine that kind of thing would be like, hey, you're really big and popular, right? And I have no idea who you are. How about we play some games together and I steal some of your subscribers or something? It'd be like, damn. So yeah, that I doubt that would be happening. But you know, hey, if you want it to happen, go and pester Toe Biscuit to send me a message, and I'll be totally up for it. Jesus. Or you know, whoever you want me to play against. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's always good times playing Blood Bowl too. But when you have a game like this, actually a game like this isn't too bad because you can laugh about it. It's when you have a game where you play against Chaos, they injure half your team, and then just sit on the halfway line, and you're kind of flailing around with like 4 players, and you're like, well, fuck. What do I, you know, there's nothing I can do, so I literally just have to, you know, get my ass kicked for 6 more turns. And in that instance, you can kind of understand the, wait, does something silly and ridiculous happen here? I got 2 rerolls. Oh god, it does. I totally forgot about that. I got skull double. I got skull both down, and then I got, and like this is not the biggest misplay of the century. Can we just pause it for a second? Wait. Crap. Okay, that's the end of the match. I'm sorry. So it wasn't the worst misplay like ever. You know, it's a fairly standard thing to do because then I could pick it up with my blocker who's got more agility. However, the better play would have been to blitz with the blocker because if I got skull both down or two both downs, I could have changed that slightly. You know, like I could have knocked him down, then maybe picked up the ball or whatever. So it was a misplay, and in that instance, it was a massive misplay. But it's just one of those things where you're like, really, like you know, everyone gets bad luck, but and you know, as I said again, I don't feel like my bad luck is worse than anyone else's. I just feel I have clutch bad luck mixed with sheepdog misplays. You know, like not sending in someone with block is, you know, in that situation definitely a misplay. Not like oh my god, you should have, you know, that's the stupidest thing ever. Just in like a, that wasn't the best, dude. So yeah. So anyway, there you go, guys. I wanted to bring you a Blood Bowl match, and I kind of kept the video going so you could watch a complete Blood Bowl match, have a little bit of fun with it and everything. But we will get back to Blood Bowl 2, I swear. And I'll be live streaming it on YouTube. If you want to see me playing with the Skitters and More Than the Bash live, check out my Twitch. Also, check out the Sage BB. You know, he's a really good Blood Bowl player. He streams, as far as I've seen, Blood Bowl a lot, and you could probably learn more from him than you can learn from me. So go give him some love, guys. It's I think it's like _sage_bb on Twitch, on Twitch, obviously. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're surviving without my Blood Bowl 2 content. I'm sure you are. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.